My new website is done. In fact, you can visit it right now at localhost port 8080. Try it out. Wait, it didn't work? Well, that's because I still need to deploy my website. Alright, so let's organize all the different ways to deploy your amazing creation in a tier list. S at the top and F at the bottom. If you want to deploy your app for all to see, use the methods at the top. If you want to go bankrupt within a month, use the methods at the bottom. Alright, first things first, tunneling services. Tunneling services, though, are sort of cheating, and for this you'll likely need a second computer. So I just have my handy Raspberry Pi right here. This is hardly the best way to deploy a web app, but if you need something cheap, this will work. First of all, choose an option. It doesn't really matter, but there are a lot of options and their downsides. Alright, let's use the most popular one. First, ngrok. It used to be free, but now it's partially paid. The first step is to go to their website, create an account, and you install the ngrok CLI to your computer. Run the command ngrok gives you to set up your auth token, and ngrok is set up. Now you just need to run the command to forward a port, and ngrok gives you an HTTP address where you can access your website from. This process is the same for basically all TLS tunneling services. What's a tunneling service, you ask? I have no idea. I don't know. Just search it up or something. Other options include Hypertunnel, Local Tunnel, Cloudflare tunnels, Expose.sh, GoTunnel, etc. You really have a choice, but if you want something free, don't expect good quality. Also, did I mention you don't even get to pick your website subdomain without a subscription? Yeah, that's really a deal breaker, so I'm putting all of these tunneling services in F tier. Good for dev, but not for prod. ngrok and Local Tunnel, though, are going to be put in D tier because this is my channel, and I can make any decision I want. Okay, next we have probably the most complicated one. This also requires money and another computer. Alright, so first things first, run your epic website on some port, then port forward that website to a static IP address. This is different across all different types of routers, so I can't really help you there. Next, go to a place where you can buy domains like GoDaddy, Google Domains, I don't know, just find something, and using some DNS wizardry, link your IP address to your domain. Usually you can find a good blog post explaining how to do this. Domains usually cost around $1 a month, so this one isn't completely free either. This method is not very good, and at the end of the day, you still need to pay for electricity and domains. Not ideal, which means it's in D tier. Better than tunneling, but not by that much. The next method is using our good friend GitHub. Even though he got kidnapped by Microsoft along with NPM, Minecraft, and Skype, he's still a cool guy. So anyway, we're going to use GitHub Pages, which is good and free, but it has a ton of limitations. Your website is going to have to be completely static, which I guess isn't that big of a limitation, but it'll also have to be completely open source. Ew. I'm just going to give it C, because C stands for could be better, but I use Next.js anyway, so I don't care. Next up is Vercel. Disclaimer, I've never used Vercel, but I'm sure it's good, so B tier. Alright, 2 more things to go. Google Cloud, the only cloud platform I have ever used. Here's a quick summary of how to deploy a web app. You create a VM instance, Debian, remember, Debian. Move your files onto it, unzip them, install Node.js, run screen, put a Node.js process in the background, go to your networks, expose the TCP ports, and boom, you have a static IP address. Next, go to Google Domains, buy a domain, do some DNS wizardry, accidentally leak your GCP secret to GitHub, and go bankrupt. So anyway, Google Cloud Platform gets a B for bankrupt after using this service. Next is also a service I've used before, Heroku. Heroku is super easy to set up. You can literally just yeet your GitHub repository into Heroku, and it'll deploy your app with a domain and everything. It would have been S tier, but it's paid now, so it's A tier. Okay, let's do our final one. Firebase? Another Google product? But okay. So Firebase is pretty cool because they have hosting services, once again, and you need a static website to run, but at least it gives you a good domain. Firebase has a free plan, meaning it's cheap, and also provides a lot of services like databases, cloud storage, authentication, and it's just really good for making an app in general. Now this deserves the mighty S tier. Goodbye.